finish between 3, 4, and 5. They are neck and neck coming to the finish for a relay championship in the 200-yard free. The touch is going to go to Kaiser. 133.32. Kaiser continues their dominant fashion in these relays. He's got a huge distance as he comes to the final turn, trying to win a national championship on the individual side for Masters. The Mustang is on his final 25. Next closest swimmer is in lane 2, but it is Evan Nail who is pulling away and coming to the finish. He will get the touch at a time of 3:48.16. That's a new NAIA record. Jones pushing forward and forcing Bursey to get into that kick a little bit early. Bursey on the turn. Coming through for the national championship. She's given herself a little bit more of a gap. Lisa Bursey coming to the finish for Kaiser and will get the touch at 7:22. They shatter the meet record of 7:25 by nearly 3 seconds. Christopher set a personal best in the prelim. Doid set a personal best, and then you also had season best from Bo, Anitas, and Sergio in the prelims. But Isaiah Alkinsenko has given himself a cushion. He had a 2-second advantage coming in to this championship swim, and he's looking to break the record here if he can get the touch in time. 45.21 will set a new NAIA record. The top 8, Eventi Mazarek is the top time. A freshman at 19.65, and he is looking to interrupt history. There's the lane assignments, but I want to focus on lane 6, Noel Digos. He has been the three-peat here in the 50-meter. He swims in lane 6. He came in with a time of 20.02. He owns the national record. He set it last year in this event. He could be the first champion to win 4 straight events since 1973 through 1976, when John Van Buren out of Simon Fraser did it in the 200 IM and the 100 back. Nobody has won 4 straight events on the men's side since then. And Noel Digos has a chance to do that here out of lane 6. The senior will have to beat out the freshman, though, from the Savannah College of Art and Design. Also in this race, you'll have Corey Werrett, Hanno Bachman, Alexander Polson, and then Caleb Fry, Zoltan Tompos, and Jet Furman. But we will be paying close attention to lane 4 and 6. Does Noel Digos have it in him as a senior? He was the 2024 Swimmer of the Year. He has won the 50 3 straight years in a row. He's also won the 100 breast 3 straight years in a row. We're off. Final individual award of the night. It is Noel in first right now as they come up out of the underwater. But right on his heels is the freshman Levante Mazarek from Savannah College of Art and Design. Need a big kick here. It is the freshman in front trying to interrupt history. Here comes the touch. Who's got it? It is going to be Levante Mazarek. He interrupts it and takes away the championship from Noel with a time of 19.3. That is a new meet record. History is on the line once again. History was on the line yesterday in the 50-yard freestyle, but Levante Mazarek said, no, 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 it is my championship, and he interrupted the race that Noel Digos had. But Noel Digos is a 3-time champion in 2 events, the 50 free and this event, the 100-yard breaststroke. He swims out of lane 4 for Kaiser University. If he wins, he is the top seed in this event. If he wins, he will be the first champion to 4-peat in a single event since John Van Buren of Simon Fraser did it in the 200 IM and the 100 back in 73, 74, 75, 76. It's been a long time since it's happened on the swimming side of things, but Noel Digos has a chance to make history here in the 100 breast final. Here's how the rest of the field lines up in their lane assignments for the championship final. Elijah Holloman, Corey Ware, Hunter Bordeaux, Caleb Fry also there. He's going to be a challenger for that top spot with Noelle DeGoes. Samuel Pickington, Benes Merez, and Eric Rislin also on this. Noelle was the 2024 Swimmer of the Year. He's been a champion all over the place in the NAIA, now in his senior year at Kaiser under head coach Epstein. Noelle had the top time at 52.76. He owns the record in this event, three-time defending champ, trying to make it 4 and make history here in Elkhart, Indiana, in the battle for the red banner. Noelle is in lane 4. He's ahead of the field here in this breaststroke. Next closest looks like it's lane 3 and Hunter Bordeaux from William Carey. Caleb Fry also there from Milligan, but Noelle DeGoes is way in front of the field as they complete the first 50. He's got about a half body length in front, and it feels like way more with how fast he's going into the turn. Final turn for Noelle, trying to complete history here in Elkhart. Would be the first four-peat champion since 1976. He's coming to the finish looking for that record, and he's got it! 52.18 for Noelle. He is a four-time champion, 4 straight years in the 100-yard breaststroke, the first since John Van Buren from 1973 to 1976. Here comes the anchor in Jet Furman. Furman will be the one to close it out and try and break the record. There's potential right now. Needs one of his best swims in this 50 yards that he's ever had. He's got a body length in front looking for the record. Here comes Jet Furman for Kaiser. Trailing behind him is Bernat and Pedersen. Here comes Furman for the Seahawks, and 1:18.27 will beat it. That is an NAIA meet record for the national championship for Kaiser. They take it away from Oklahoma Baptist just barely. 1:18.43 was the record. Now it goes to 1:18.27. Kaiser has set records in the relay. They did it in the 800-yard freestyle. That was an NAIA record. Then they won the 200-yard freestyle. Yesterday, they won the 400-yard IM. By the way, they started all this off with the 200-yard medley relay where they set an NAIA record. Yesterday in the 400 medley relay, NAIA record. Now in the 400-yard freestyle, trying to set, you guessed it, an NAIA record. Their seed time is 3:24.35. The record is 3:23.11. They will be surrounded by SCAD in lane 3 and Masters in lane 5. The Kaiser Seahawks looking to sweep every relay here in Elkhart. It is Lindsey Wilson in lane 1, Bethel, the host school, in lane 2. SCAD is in lane 3, Masters lane 5, St. Thomas is in lane 6, Cumberland's is in lane 7, and Olivet Nazarene is in lane 8. Our final women's event of the week. And it has Kaiser in front, relying on Natalie Yasovakoa as she comes in for her first 50. Yashevska in front now, looking for Valley Gonzalez. Airs over with SCAD, trying to put some pressure on Kaiser here in this final relay. It looks like Valley is in front just for a moment as Yashevska, who has had a successful week here, is just pulling back in front as we go to the first exchange. Nani Santiago will step in. She won the 200-yard freestyle yesterday for Kaiser. She also has been a part of all the relay teams. Nani is in front here through the first 50 of her portion of the race. You also have Kylie Sears for Masters in, and she's in third in lane 5. SCAD is in second with Lena Girl. Lena won the 1650. or was the favorite in that event. Next up is the Masters with Kylie Sears, but they are all behind Nani Santiago as they go for the third exchange here in the 100 for the third leg. Boogie Zunix, the freshman for Kaiser from Budapest, Hungary. Tight race still with now Louise Jones for SCAD, their first 50. You also have coming up with Clara Patterson for Masters. Kaiser and SCAD are neck and neck, and here comes Clara Patterson. One of the best freestyle swimmers is left for the Masters in Catherine Dyer, but she has to go against the best freestyle swimmer in Elkhart, Louisa Bercy, the anchor for Kaiser. Jetta Hidiki will anchor for SCAD. They are neck and neck at the exchange. Kaiser barely has it. Louisa Bercy enters, trying to close the gap here. 3, 4, and 5 battling for it. Jetta Hidiki, Louisa Bercy, Catherine Dyer all in as they approach their last turn here on the left side before the final 50 of the 400 free relay. It is the Masters in front. Catherine Dyer has pulled away for the Mustangs, trying to take the record from Kaiser. Kaiser won it last year, trying to take it out of the Mustangs of the Masters with Catherine Dyer. She has a half body length in front. SCAD is right there. Louisa Bercy losing some steam. It's Catherine Dyer coming to the finish, trying to interrupt the sweep, and Masters will the Mustangs get it at 3:22.37. That is a new NAIA record. Catherine Dyer on the anchor, and it is a record-breaking performance for the Masters with their faithful standing tall. Catherine Dyer with an explosive close. Kaiser finishes third, SCAD finishes second. And the Masters is the champion.